Hey, good morning, everyone. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Happy Saturday. Absolutely beautiful here at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park up in North Naples, Florida. "53 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful, clear blue sky. Look at that sky, absolutely gorgeous. Well, so far, things look really good out here. Things look really good. Not having any problems breathing because of red tide. The little bit that I've been on the beach so far, I haven't seen any signs of any dead fish out here. Maybe, just maybe, this red tide is moving on. We'll see how things look here. I know the red tide is still here. Don't get me wrong. Don't think it is gone. It is still out here. But as far as right here at Delnor-Wiggins up close to shore, it's looking really good. Looking really, really good. That water temperature is 71 degrees. 71 degrees. Low tide's probably about 2.5 hours away from now. Between 2.5 to 3 hours away from now. As you can see, it's pretty darn low right now. So tomorrow is Roy's big day. Roy's 96th birthday tomorrow. What an achievement, huh? We've seen him over the past 4 or 5 years going through some pretty rough times. Amazing. An amazing man. God bless him. If there's anyone in the Naples area that wants to stop by tomorrow morning and wish him a happy birthday, we'll be here at Delnor-Wiggins from about 8:30 till about 10:30 tomorrow morning. If you want to bring in a little something to nibble on or whatever, or to share with friends, that'd be awesome. I was planning on taking him to First Watch tomorrow afternoon around 1:30 for his blueberry pancakes, but he's undecided. He's up in the air on whether or not he wants to go. Of course, if we go over there, you're welcome to join us, but you're going to just have to stay tuned for updates here. Stay Stay tuned. I'll have to see how he feels. Just seen some little sand dollars down here on the beach already this morning. A broken one there. Nice little sand dollar there. Ooh, quite a few of them this morning. Quite a few sand dollars. There's another smaller one. Quite a few sand dollars out here. That's cool. Boy, it's going to be a gorgeous day here. Gorgeous day. Beautiful morning. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tagging along. Again, if you're just joining us, it seems like the red tide has moved away from us. Definitely not seeing any signs of it here at Delnor-Wiggins. I know it's still on the map. They still say it is out there, but in lower concentrations. But this morning it's really nice here. No problems breathing. Air quality is great. See if any dolphins come by this morning. That would be wonderful. Good morning. How are you? Quite a difference between being out in the sunshine here and being in the shade of the trees. You feel the temperature difference. That sky is gorgeous. The water's still not the color it should be. But I swear it's getting better. It looks like it's getting better to me. You know, it's just my observations out here. I'm no expert. I should just go by what I see here. It definitely looks like it's getting better. The sandbar disappeared on me here. I'm down by the skybox already at the north end of Area 3. Skybox is over here to my left, just the nickname to the little seating area at the end of the boardwalk. It's because it's elevated about a whole foot up in the air there. We call it the skybox. Anybody that's joining for the first time, don't be bashful here. Feel free to jump into the comments. Let everybody know where you're watching from. Let them know where you're watching from and how is the weather. These morning live feeds are it's a place to bring people together in the morning, just give you something to do besides listen to that same old ugly news. It's kind of tiring listening to that news all the time. So I just want to give everybody an opportunity to get together in the morning with a nice, beautiful, peaceful backdrop and hopefully make new friends. Hopefully make some new friends. Well, I had a great time yesterday morning up by Wiggins Pass picking up shells. Man, I forget how many moon shells I picked up yesterday, but over a dozen. When I got home, I had over a dozen little moon shells that I found up by Wiggins Pass. We'll go up there in a little while. At the north end of the park. I'm walking south now. I have not seen any dead fish on the beach so far. So far, so good. Man, that is awesome. Jackie. Good morning, Jackie. How are things in Texas? Jackie is our official greeter, it appears here. Lourdes and Jackie welcoming everybody. Ooh, good. I can get over to the sandbar here. See if there's anything interesting out there this morning. I'm gonna have to, if I walk out there, I'm gonna have to turn around and come back. The water gets a little deep between the beach and the sandbar here down at the south end. You know, I don't see much of anything on these sandbars this morning. Saw those sand dollars earlier. The sandbars are pretty empty this morning. But at least there's no dead fish on them. That's a good thing. What a great morning here in Paradise, North Naples, Florida, folks, if you're just tuning in. Walking the beach at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. Hoping for a dolphin or two to come by. That water is definitely looking better. Definitely starting to get a little more of its natural color back. Still not perfect. Down here you can see kind of how cloudy the water is still. But it's not red. Thank goodness it's not red. It's not that reddish brown. Down at the north end of Area 1. It is spectacular out here. Look at that view up the beach. Those long shadows from the pine trees stretching across the sandbar. The sky reflecting in the water. Holy, I just saw somebody posted about bacon, and Mike, did any of you see that cheeseburger he had for dinner the other day? Oh my gosh. What is that, a 2-pound cheeseburger? Lordy, lordy. Mike the bacon hater. Mike's not feeling too well. His allergies are kicking up. He's just kind of feeling blah. And there he is. There is the man, the baconator, Mr. Cooper. Looking forward to seeing you again one of these days, Mike. Whenever. Hopefully, you're going to see some familiar faces tomorrow out here, tomorrow morning. Hopefully, some of y'all will be able to make it up here to Delnor-Wiggins to see Roy. He's kind of expecting it. He's gotten spoiled over the past 4 years with parties here at the beach, but I told him we can't really have a big party here because of that virus. That's why he can't make up his mind if he wants to go to first watch tomorrow. He's like, well, I don't know. Like, people bring me cake and stuff, and I'm like, Roy, I can't promise anything like that this year. I said, really like to just be able to tell everybody we're going to first watch. Holy smokes, what a beautiful shell I just found here. I thought it was a piece of junk on the beach. Look at that. Beautiful horse conch shell. Look at that. It was just kind of buried in these ridges up here. Beautiful. Look at that. Just the tip, just that little bit of it was sticking out of the sand. Nothing in it. When I kicked it with my foot, I'm like, oh, there's probably something living in there. I expected to see a hermit crab. Wow. That is an awesome, awesome find. Man. Thank you, shell gods. Again. Now that's a small horse conch. Those things get huge. 12 inches, 18 inches. They can get really, really, really big. But that's just a nice little find. That made my morning already. This beautiful weather, that nice little shell. That's where I was walking, and I kind of had to do a U-turn. I got long pants on, so I didn't want to walk through the water there. Just gonna go a little bit further south. Just a little bit. Want to get out on one more sandbar down here. I'm curious to see how things look down here. But so far, I'm telling you, man, we are looking great here. You know, those red tide reports are delayed. They do a good job with it. I mean, it's a lot of work collecting the water samples and everything. But it's not like hourly updates. But this is, man, it's looking good here. Water's looking really good. Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it. The kids out here in their shorts. I want to turn around and start heading up to the north here, but I wanted to get out on one last little sandbar down here in Area 1. I'm right next to the boardwalk, the first boardwalk in parking lot 1. Yeah, that water is looking good. I hope we're on the rebound here. Keeping my fingers crossed that we're on the rebound from that stinking old red tide. Yeah, Donnie, we're all praying for that transfer, girl. I want to see you out here on the beach with me, picking up shells. Man, oh man. What a day that will be. What a day. Donnie Day. It will have to become an official holiday. There's a look down to the south, down Vanderbilt Beach. Real easy to figure out where Vanderbilt Beach starts. It's where the condos start. Right there. There's the south end of the park and Vanderbilt Beach down to the south. Haven't been to Vanderbilt in a while. Delnor-Wiggins is my favorite spot here in North Naples. By far. I just love the natural beauty of the park. It's not spoiled with condos or homes. Look at that. Look at that view up to the north. About a mile of beach here. Mile of shoreline, I'll call it shoreline. The beach gets kind of thin in spots up at the north end, especially at high tide. I love this place. Love it, love it, love it. Especially on mornings like this. It's gorgeous. I'm going to try and snap off a quick photo. Hopefully I won't crash the feed here. Bear with me. All right, I'm back. Ah, Tony. That's funny. I don't think so. I don't want to scare people away. Maybe you can do that. Maybe Roy can do that. We'll put him up on the bow. Let him do the Titanic thing. This is awesome out here. Still haven't seen any dolphins. I don't know if one snuck by me. It is great out here, Gary. The only thing that's missing out here is you, buddy. Look, that water's actually clearing up here. You can see the bottom. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Eating bacon. A donut in one hand, bacon in the other. Good one, Mike. I love these little ripples. I love these little patterns in the sand. Little sand waves, that's what I call them, little sand waves. They're so neat. See if I can get a picture of them here, sorry. Look at that view up the beach, man. I don't know what happened to the stars. Facebook's playing games here. But if you like what you see, if you're feeling generous, if you appreciate what I do here with these morning live feeds or beach walks, if you want to send a little thank you, a little tip, a gratuity, whatever you want to call it, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. And every dollar is appreciated, believe me. Times are tough all around. You know what I'm talking about. But if you want to send a little tip, thank you. Thank you, thank you. A little holiday cheer. Boy, I just can't get over that blue sky today. Look at that. These are the good kind of blues to have in the morning. It's going to be kind of a different Christmas for a lot of folks this year. It's going to be hard on a lot of people. So many families are used to those big get-togethers and big Christmas dinners, and a lot of people enjoy the chaos of holiday shopping. Christmas is going to be hard on a lot of people. You know, while you're sitting here looking at this, sitting in your chair, wherever you might be, watching, enjoying this beautiful beach, now might be a good time to think about all those people that are less fortunate. Many more people less fortunate this year. Unfortunately, people losing their homes, living in their cars, living on the streets, living in shelters. So many people have lost their jobs. Think about all those people. Think about all those people this holiday season. And just pray that things get better. Things turn around. This is still the greatest country in the world, the good old United States of America. It's up to us to keep it that way. But just don't forget how many people are going through some really difficult times right now. Probably the most difficult times of their lives. Makes me sad when I think about it. I always say, remember, no matter how bad you think you got it, there's somebody out there that has it worse. Be thankful for what you got. And don't forget the reason for the season. Well, the sand is really soft right up here along the edge. There's like a drop off there. You just sink down. I want to get back out on that sandbar. Got to get up a little further north to do that. Seen a couple little fighting conchs crawling around here doing their thing. Seem to be kind of moving slow this morning. Here's a little one. Here's a little one. He's kind of tucked back up into his shell. Beautiful. That is a beautiful little shell. But obviously we won't be taking that home because there's somebody, it's somebody's home. And here he comes. I thought he was going to come out and start thrashing around. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous little fighting conch shell. There he is. There he is. Good morning, Mr. Fighting Conch. He's saying, put me down. I'll put you back down where you were. Don't worry. There you go. Back in your little hole. Hey, if you're just tuning in, good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Beautiful Saturday. We're up in North Naples, Florida. Down at towards the bottom of the Southwest Florida coast. We're at Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park, a beautiful Florida state park, one of many beautiful Florida state parks. Just an incredible morning out here. Hey Dennis, man, nice one today, huh? Yeah, this water is just looking much, 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 much better. I can't say that enough. Much better. Not perfect, but much better. Hey, I think I see an olive shell. Whoa, I haven't seen those lately. Let's take a peek here. Is it? I see a little trail here down in the sand. These little olive shells, they like just plow their way through the sand. They bulldoze their way through the sand. Let's see. Is it? Yep. It is. It's a little one. Let me get it's a little olive shell. Let me get the sand off it. Maybe it'll come out of its shell. The little snail and show off for us. They usually come out and crawl around in my hand. Let's see if that happens this morning. Let's see if it comes out. He tucked up in there pretty far when I just put him in the water. I think I see a little eye popping out, coming out here, looking. Here he comes. I think he's coming. Yep. Slowly coming out here. There he comes. Nice to see life after seeing all that death on the beach. It's a beautiful little shell. I don't know what the gimbal just decided to take a break. Well, he's being kind of slow here. Some of those bigger ones would just pop right out and start crawling around. This guy's being cautious. Maybe he's cold. He or she, it, I don't know. Do snails have a sex? It's not coming out all the way there. There it goes. There he goes. They're so cool, these little olive shells. I'm going to put him back in his little hole where he was over here. Let him keep on. Oh, he's stuck on my hand. Whoop. There you go, bud. There you go. I think that is so neat. So neat. It just makes my day, seeing little things like that. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Simple little things like that. A little snail crawling around in my hand. And then, of course, finding nice little shells every once in a while, like that little horse conch. That made me happy earlier this morning. That was a fun little find. Just the end of it was sticking up out of the sand. That was it's old and weathered. It's still a great little find. Great little addition to my shell collection. It's probably all going to be handed over to Donnie when she finally makes it here. She's going to have more shells and she knows what to do with. Years and years of picking up shells. But they'll be going to a good cause. You know, I've got probably a dozen of those Southwest Florida Television beach pirate lanterns. If anybody wants to buy one as a Christmas gift, let me know here. If you're in the Naples area, got about a dozen of them left. We could meet somewhere and you could pick which one you want. Tony put a lot of time into those. A lot of time. Many, many hours. They're really cool. They have one of my beach photos on them. They have a either have a moon shell or a scallop shell, one or the other, that I've picked up over the years here walking the beach. One of my photos on the front label. Peggy, thanks for the stars. I don't know why I'm not seeing the stars on my screen. I don't know if they're working or not. I see you figured a way to send some. Thank you. It says you're on a 10-week streak. That's awesome. Jackie loves her lantern. And we love you, Jackie. That's where Gary will be tomorrow. He said he's going to be here Sunday. He said he's going to be in the skybox. Maybe we'll see him. Maybe we'll see him up at Roy's little informal gathering for his birthday. Well, I'm hoping to see some of our friends tomorrow. I know this COVID crap has turned everybody's lives upside down, but it would sure be nice to see some of our beach friends out here tomorrow morning just to wish Roy a happy birthday. He really he doesn't understand what's going on with the COVID. He knows it's there. He knows it's a bad virus, but he doesn't understand the mask stuff and the get-togethers and all that. I have to remind him he cannot be jumping out of his chair and just hugging strangers. That's all he used to do, remember? Yeah, she'd spring into action. When I first met him, man, a pretty lady walked by and he was following her. Hi, how are you? You know, I'm 92 years old. Roy, God bless him. Our captain. Roy's been getting cards. If you send Roy a card, he's been getting cards. He cannot, I ask him who they're from, he can't tell me, he can't remember their names. But Roy, he used to be really good at sending out little thank you letters. I don't know if he's still able to do that. He's slowing down a lot. But you guys that are sending him cards, thank you so much. Jackie, I got your card yesterday. That was sweet. Thank you. Joni, our friend Joni Lowe, I got your card yesterday. Thank you. That was sweet. Merry Christmas to all of you. One of our good friends, Mark Ruttenberg, Roy's, they call each other shipmates, even though they weren't on the Iowa at the same time, about 40 years apart. They consider themselves shipmates, but Mark was so kind of him. He took Roy to get a new pair of sandals the other day, and over at the Happy Feet store where they, kind of measure your feet and make sure everything fits just right. And then Mark paid for him. So Roy just put his new sandals on for the first time today. But Mark, thank you for doing that. That was awful generous of you. Roy definitely appreciates it. I appreciate it also. The more that other people can do for Roy, the happier I am. Hop out onto the old sandbar here now. This one goes all the way up to the north end of the park. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, it's a Venus sunray. I thought it was a big olive shell. It's a live Venus sunray shell. Was sticking up, partially sticking up in the sand. Hey, glad to see life out here. That's all. I don't care what it is, as long as it's alive out here. As long as it's alive. That's all that matters to me. What's crawling around down here? Uh-oh. More olive shells. Hey, hey, hey. Boy, the water's looking good. I mean, just getting the sand off these olive shells. 2 more live olive shells crawling around. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Gotta love it. The red tide didn't claim everything, thank goodness. I don't know if they're gonna pop out. Usually takes them a minute if they're gonna come out. I think they're gonna stay in their shells. Beautiful shells, the olive shells. Beautiful, beautiful. But they're making an appearance again. I love it. Remember when you used to say, hey, I'm digging it. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. Are you digging it? This is gorgeous. Happy, happy, happy Saturday. I love those views, kind of looking back at the beach. Well, I'm just walking along the sandbar. I'm heading north here. Looking for anything crawling around. Crawling around here or swimming by. The good news is, if you're just tuning in, I have not seen one single solitary dead fish here at Delnor-Wiggins. The air is great, not having any issues breathing, so I think that red tide might, it's definitely not as strong as it was, but maybe it'll be moving away. The latest report shows it out there off the beach, offshore of Delnor-Wiggins here. And it is scattered throughout southwest Florida. Red tide is scattered about in southwest Florida, but as far as Delnor-Wiggins goes, we are in great shape here compared to 4 days ago. Another little sand dollar out here. Unfortunately, not a live one. Not a live sand dollar, but a sand dollar. For those that collect sand dollars, I've seen several out here this morning. Part of half a pen shell over here, a pen shell. I'm sure if you've been to the beach in southwest Florida, you've seen these big flat shells called a pen shell, P-E-N. This one, watch that, see if I hold it up to the light. Look at that, you can see right through it. You can see through this one, translucent. That's kind of cool. Get it right up there in the sun. Isn't that cool? The pen shell, like a writing pen, like an ink pen. That's kind of why they got their name. If you find a whole one and you hold it up on its end, it looks like an old-fashioned writing pen that you used to dip into an ink well. Before my time, actually that's way after my time, we used to use whatever we could find, berry juice and things to write on the cave walls when I was a kid. Checking to see if anybody's around and listening. That's where Roy will be tomorrow morning. He's up there now under those pine trees up there in Area 4. That's his spot. Anybody hopefully coming to wish him a happy birthday tomorrow, that's where you're going to find him. Either out on the beach in front of those trees or under those trees, one or the other. He's been sitting kind of up under them lately just to get out of the wind. Loving this blue sky this morning. Tide is still going out. Still going out if you're just tuning in. I'm guessing low tide is going to be around 10:45 or so today. I don't know. Between 10:45 and 11. Another glorious morning here in North Naples. Roy hit the nail on the head with that word, glorious. There is no better way to describe this place. We've been through it all here, the good times and the bad. We've seen a lot of happy things, a lot more happy things than sad things, but we have seen our share of sad things here. But the happy outweighs the sad by far. I'm just happy that I'm able to share it with you. Our modern technology, isn't it something? Me walking on the beach, you watching almost live. You know, there's a 5-second delay or so, but it's just absolutely amazing. All the hoopla about Facebook and how bad they are, oh well. They still allow us to get together in the mornings. If it wasn't for Facebook, we wouldn't know each other. Think about that. If it wasn't for Facebook, none of us would be friends. Think about that. One of our friends from Kentucky, Robert Myers, I see him up ahead of me, walking on the beach. Connie, he wants to meet you face to face. He says he's from your neck of the woods, great guy. We've become buddies, Robert and I. He's going to be living down here full time eventually. He'll probably be out here tomorrow morning to wish Roy a happy birthday. Morning. It's definitely getting shallower and shallower here. Yeah, gorgeous view. Oh, that's sad. I'm thinking it's been here for a while here. Dead horseshoe crab. What's left of the shell of a horseshoe crab washed up on the beach. Has been dead for a while. But that is cool. Yesterday, the old steel manatee was out of the water up here. We got a pretty good look at it. I don't see it this morning. Man, almost to the end of the park, and no dead fish this morning. No dead fish. Oh, did I speak too early? I think I spoke too early. But I think it's something that's been dead for a while. Looks like a big jack. A big amber jack. Wow, that is a big fish, but that has been dead for a while. It's been eaten on, but that is a big fish. That's probably about 18 inches long at least. You can see by my hand there, that's a big fish. But that has been dead for a while. I think it's a jack. I don't know, I'm not a fisherman. It's got the yellow down there. Pompano jack, I don't know. But it's not something that died recently. So that's good. That's good, that's good. It's not a recent fatality. Really starting to warm up here. I got long sleeves on because it was a little breezy and chilly when I first started, but God, it warms up so fast. Once that sun gets up over the trees. That's what everybody pays those big bucks for. Weather like this in the wintertime. Up here is where I found all my moon shells yesterday. I don't think lightning's going to strike twice here, especially not 2 days in a row. But you just never know. You never know what you're going to see or find out here. It's Amazing how the tides work. The tides and the currents. There's so many treasures out there in that Gulf, just waiting to wash ashore, waiting for me to discover them. Here we are at the north end of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. We are up at Wiggins Pass. The tide's still going out, so the water doesn't look that good. Never looks good when the tide's going out. This is where I started seeing the shells yesterday. I see a few. Nothing like yesterday. There's already been quite a few people out here. I kind of dilly-dallied and went down to the south. Spent a little more time walking to the south this morning. Yeah, that tide needs to go out just a little bit further. You know what's weird is yesterday the shells were all up in here. Now there's no shells up here. That water, when the tide went out, it just swept the beach off. It's just amazing how that works. Just watch the video, towards the end of the video yesterday when I was up here. I've seen a couple dead fish up here at the north end, all old, nothing fresh. There's a lot of shells right here. But there's a steep drop off. But there's a lot of stuff, a lot of shells sticking out from the edge of that drop off down there. That ugly color of the water, that's what color it always is when the tide's going out. That's not necessarily red tide there. It's just the ugliness of the water going out of the pass. Ugh. What's up, Robert? How are you doing today?
Perfect day.
Yeah, and really haven't seen any signs of the red tide.
No.
Any of the fish that are here have been here for a while.
Just a couple.
There's nothing fresh.
Finding a few fighting conchs, but
Oh, there's a lot of them along here. You gotta look, they're buried in the sand, the nice ones. You'll just see a little piece of them sticking out. You gotta look really close.
these are my favorite shells.
The fighting conchs? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them out here. Yesterday, God, there was just a ton of shells right here yesterday. Now they're all gone. It's just amazing how they get swept out when the tide goes out.
So I'm gonna keep on walking around.
Keep on trucking?
Yeah, I talked to Roy a bit. He didn't remember me.
He doesn't remember. Hey, Dan, tomorrow's Roy's birthday.
Yes, I already told him.
Oh, he let you know?
He's not having a party, though. Yeah, you don't want that many people down there.
Yeah, very, very low key.
I'll stop and see him.
He let me know you're going to First Watch tomorrow.
Oh, now we're going to First Watch.
That's what he said.
This morning he told me he didn't want to go to First
He
Watch.
said after the party we're going to First Watch.
He thinks he's having a party. He thinks he's having a party here.
Well, I told him not here for his party.
Yeah. Yeah, I told him no big parties, Roy.
It's a perfect day.
It's beautiful out here. It's beautiful. Look at that. I found a nice little horse conch.
Oh, that's nice.
That much of it was sticking up out of the sand. It's, just the tip of it. So,
Nice shell.
yeah. You get lucky. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you don't.
I'm gonna keep on trying.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll sit up there by Roy.
All right. I'll see you when I get back up there.
Okay.
All right. Good seeing you, man. I'm going to slowly start making my way back down the beach myself. I'll share a couple photos later today. That tide is hauling butt. That water, man, it is moving fast out of here. Look how fast it's going. I didn't see any dolphins. I don't know if I missed them. I don't know if they were out there and I missed them. Boy, all those shells that we saw up here yesterday, not a thing. Granted, the tide is still up. I'll take it. An old Murex shell. I'll take it. Looks like an old lace Murex. Yesterday I found a few apple Murex shells. Can't tell if it's an old apple or a lace Murex. It's lost all its color. I'm going to go with a lace on that one. Oh, there's a sand dollar. A little sand dollar. Where'd I see it? I just saw it down here. There it is, right in my shadow. I'll leave that uncovered for somebody walking the beach. There's some shells, but I know there's been some people going through them. Old moon shells. An old slipper shell, part of an old moon shell. Beautiful little conch shell. Nice little conch. Huh. Not. Oh well. No luck this morning. No luck. Gotta come back a little later if I wanted to find something. Let that tide go out just a little more. Darn it. Getting any bites?
Not yet.
Nothing?
No. Trying different stuff now.
Yeah.
People were talking to me earlier. They came down for a couple of weeks or something.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So at least it's the water's clean, getting a little nicer here and
Yeah, exactly.
compared to 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I heard about it.
Yeah, it was bad. Bad. I mean, there were so many dead fish up here.
It's like if you look at that map on that whole
Right.
tide, it's all by the Caloosahatchee. It spreads out from there. And
Yeah. They say that the red algae feeds on the blue-green algae, you know, the stuff that comes out up there.
I believe it.
I mean, it's definitely got some correlation.
Yeah. I've never been here with this low of a tide before.
Oh, really? Since that hurricane passed offshore, this is what it's been like.
Really?
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's like a whole new park.
Probably changed all the sand.
Oh, yeah. It's totally different out there. It's like a whole new park here. We got a fishing pier, except it's no good. Have a great day. Well, here's a Venus. Not catching any fish, by the way. Fishermen aren't really getting anything. Venus sunray, a whole Venus sunray shell here. Just looks like a basket to me. It reminds me of basket weaving when I look at these, the patterns on them. Beautiful shells. One of nature's castanets. Whoops, it was kind of slimy. Went shooting out of my hand there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll find another one another day. Well, my friends. It's been an awesome morning, an absolutely incredible morning. I want to thank you for tagging along. I want to thank you for being a friend. And I want to remind you that I do not get paid to do this, to do these morning live feeds, morning beach walks. Keep this Southwest Florida television page going on Facebook. Nobody pays me for this. I count on your financial support. So very important. Several ways to support Southwest Florida television, which is me, Robb Stan. It's not a big TV station. It's just the name of this Facebook page. But of course, you can choose to become a regular monthly supporter of Southwest Florida television. That is one way you can support me. You can send stars to my videos, my live feeds, and my other videos. However, Facebook takes a nice chunk out of both of those, the support and the stars. The best thing is you can use my PayPal account, which you can find a link to my PayPal account here in the description of this post. PayPal just takes a minimal amount of what you send. But thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every dollar helps. Especially now, the end of the year coming and the holidays. Thank you. I think I'm going to call it a morning here for this live feed. I'll wander down the beach a little ways, snap off a few photos, share them with you later. I want to do a short little red a short little red tide update for our friends on Instagram and YouTube. Hopefully today will be the last one I have to do. Things are looking great. Things are looking great as far as the red tide goes. So hopefully this will be the last one. Wish I could say it'd be the last one forever. Well, anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks for being a friend. And be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida television. Tally-ho, everyone, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless. Just signing off, Judith. Happy holidays, dear. Happy holidays. We're just saying goodbye. God bless you.